What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all, this is different for me, but I'm gonna start. I don't know if I'm gonna start a series or what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna start filming videos in the car, and I'm gonna have a whole playlist that is called on my YouTube channel called Car Chit Chats. I think I already created a playlist where it's just me chit-chatting in the car, me just talking about a certain subject, nothing really like too over the top, right? It's not gonna be, I'm moving forward with these car chit-chat videos. I'm not doing a thumbnail. I'm just simply uploading the video just like this. And I got inspired by Tony Gaskins because, one, he has so many subscribers, and if you look at his YouTube channel, it's the quality, it's the messaging, not more so like the aesthetic of the video, right? It's just him filming YouTube videos on his phone, talking about a subject, but of course he has a lot of he's like kind of like he's a relationship motivational kind of, I guess, speaker person, and he talks about his experience, his knowledge, what he has learned, and just giving advice and helping people, especially women, when they understand men. And so I'm like, you know what if I get out of my scarcity mindset and just see how this goes and just film videos. I've been wanting to do that for a while now because I be having a lot to say and I want to upload some of my my think pieces, what I'm thinking, my mindset. I just want to share, and I feel like it can help other people who might be in the same place that I might be in, or a season that I might be in, or might can relate. And just as I navigate through life and as I get the lessons, I can also share some of those lessons with y'all, if it's via just like a video filming a video and discussing that lesson or whatever that topic is. So we're gonna this is gonna be a tester. This is gonna be the first video where I'm just simply uploading the video, and there's no thumbnail, there's no aesthetic, I'm not editing, I'm just uploading as is. And I think this is going to also help me with my public speaking and how I project, and making sure I'm not using a lot of uhs and ahs and ands, and just being really more intentional with how I'm presenting, how I'm talking, because I know that this video is not going to be edited, child. It's going to be simply uploaded to my YouTube channel as is. So here we go. But I wanted to basically talk about this because I am currently in my lock-in season. This season of my life, I kind of talked about in another sit-down video, I'm kind of in a transition season, and after doing some reflecting, after coming back from my trip, because I recently went to Puerto Rico, and I do have a kind of like a short little vlog. I kind of vlog bits and pieces of that trip, but I didn't vlog like the full trip, because that trip was a trip that I needed to relax and reset, because the few weeks before I went to Puerto Rico, I was just not in a good headspace. So I was like, oh no, yeah, I cannot vlog. So I did vlog a few days before getting ready for the trip. So I am going to go ahead and combine that vlog and just like upload it probably Sunday. Realistically, I'm probably gonna give myself till Sunday, because I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things and get back in the groove of all things life, and just kind of playing catch up. So with me being in this transition season where I'm not the girl that I used to be, and I'm not the woman I want to be. Like, I'm 30, of course I'm grown and all that, but I have grown and came a long way, and I'm very grateful and thankful to the Lord that I have came such a long way in terms of just so many different areas of my life. And now I feel like I'm in this middle phase of my life where I'm 30, I'm single, life is not what I thought it would look like at 30. I'm still living at home with my parents. I want to move out. The economy is, we're living what seems to be in just like, I feel like the last days, child. I just feel like, oh my goodness, like, why is life just seems so heavy lately, and then we got that man in office, which is it's just a lot going on in the world, family, and it's just a lot going on. And so I just feel like overwhelmed by it all, and essentially, it's also really hard in the job market, especially, me being a community college counselor is so competitive to get a full-time position. And so, yeah, it's really difficult to be in this kind of uncomfortable, uncertain, feels like I'm stuck, but I know I'm not stuck because I'm also working towards and moving towards my goals and aspirations. Like, I'm still working, I'm still grinding, but I do feel still stuck, right? So in the midst of me feeling this way, I was reflecting and also just being on TikTok. People are like, okay, it's the great lock-in. It's time to lock in from September to December or September to January of 2026. And I'm like, I don't think I have ever had a lock-in phase or where I locked in for a few months. And so from here on out, from starting today, which I kind of was prepared all weekend for my, to enter this lock-in season, I guess you can say, as I'm in a transition season, if that makes sense. But I'm locking in, y'all. I'm locking in. And what I mean by I'm locking in, I created or I recentered or created certain goals that I need and want to accomplish by the end of this year. And these goals are very specific. I'm not going to state my goals all to y'all, but these goals are in the realm of, my spiritual maintenance. Like, I feel like I do want to mention, I am closed right now from here to the end of the year for spiritual maintenance. Okay, I saw a quote. I don't know if I got that from Instagram or for Pinterest, but the quote went like, I'm closed for spiritual maintenance. And when I say spiritual maintenance, that just means like, hey, I've been in spiritual warfare. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, and also I'm dealing with my mindset, my mentality. It's me versus me. And also most of the time, the devil is very sneaky, and he knows my weakness. He knows all our weaknesses, and he definitely used certain weaknesses that I'm still working, improving on to get me down. And my mentality and my mindset and my mental is what I'm working on. And so God is doing a work in me and working on me when it comes to not worrying, not being anxious, not being fearful or worried about the future or what it looks like. Overcoming loneliness, navigating the fears of singleness, on and off, my emotions with that. It's so many things that, as humans, that we go through a mental battle with on a day-to-day basis. And that is something that I can admit I'm guilty of, something I'm working towards, my mindset, my mental. And if I can overcome and have an abundant mindset every single day and be intentional, I know that I can conquer anything that whatever life throws at me. And of course, with the Lord on my side and believing and trusting Him, number one. So my great lock-in, my lock-in season is looking like I'm spiritual maintenance, reading or listening to the Bible every single day, being in communication and prayer with the Lord consistently, constantly, and also blocking or reducing the noise around me. So I posted on my Instagram that I am taking an Instagram break until like December, maybe the mid-December, or maybe till the end of December or January. I don't know, but I do feel like Instagram is a huge distraction for me. What is this car doing, sir? Are you okay? No, what was that necessary? I don't understand men in trucks. Anyway, also I'm back on my black coffee. Okay. I really want a latte, but you see, discipline. I'm back to the basics, y'all. This season is gonna require discipline and doing things I don't want to do. And the first thing is getting back on that black coffee. Woo! Struggle. But as I was saying, so praying, talking to God consistently. But I had to blocking out the noise for Instagram specifically. And I just feel like on Instagram, I just get really distracted on Instagram. I just feel like Instagram is not what it used to be. I don't know, I just feel when I go on there, I'm just like, it just feels meaningless. Like, I just feel like I follow a lot of people that I went to school with, I grew up with, and I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And then, you see people, what they post, and they really ain't posting nothing about nothing. I guess I'm just at this age and this state right now in this season, where I don't want to see what people are posting. I don't care what they're posting. And I need to eliminate the noise, right? And also, I just want to kind of be incognito. I don't want everybody knowing what I'm doing, and I don't want to post. I really don't have much to say, like, on Instagram, like I don't really have anything to say or post, or so I'm just in this right now in my lock-in phase. Our season is, I'm also eliminating the noise and doom scrolling, all that. I'm refocusing on what needs to be focused on, and scrolling on Instagram, doom scrolling on TikTok, all that is not beneficial for me, okay, at this season, in this season right now, because if I'm trying to accomplish different things, I have to stay focused and motivated on what I have going on. And sometimes Instagram, I'm guilty for getting caught up in comparing myself to other people's lives and what they have going on. There's a lot of people I grew up with, and especially in high school right now, everyone seems to be getting married, everyone's having babies. Like, it's just, every time I go on Instagram, it's a milestone for someone I know, right? And I grew up with. And that's a great, beautiful thing. And I'm so happy for everybody who I know and that I grew up with who's getting married or having babies. Like, it's such a blessing. I'm so happy for everyone. But I think because I'm in a transition season of my life, that it feels like, it just feels like very, sorry y'all, I'm trying to get over, but this car, hold on, the personal, and also driving in the Bay Area is like driving in like a sport. Like, people don't want to get you over, people are impatient. I mean, like, again, these trucks, I'm just so confused where everybody gotta go. And I know everyone gotta go to work. It's currently Monday at 7:48 p.m. But like, can you chill out? Like, what's going anyways, I was saying, so that's also another reason why I'm locking in, because there's a lot mentally. I'm not 100% truly mentally, and I'm not where I'm at. I'm not where I want to be in my life. I'm just not happy with where I'm at in the state of Desiree. I have to eliminate the noise. I have to remove myself from Instagram. TikTok is cool. I post some videos here and there on there. TikTok is more like I go on there because I get inspired or advised or to laugh on funny videos, but I don't take TikTok very like seriously. And I don't know, TikTok is cool and all, but I feel like I've been trying to post on there a little more, and I'm not getting followers. Nothing's really budging over there. So I'm like, all right, that's a sign. I'm just like gonna leave that as is. And so yeah, I'm definitely just eliminating, removing the noise, and social media is a huge distraction for me. And YouTube is fine. Like, I go on YouTube and I watch like motivational videos. I listen to like Tony Gaskins. I listen to Les Brown. Like, I listen to sermons. So YouTube is not a distraction for me. It's more of like part of my self-development, because I'm watching stuff that's going towards developing myself, my confidence, my self-worth. It's teaching me a lesson. I'm learning about something. And of course I watch YouTube videos for entertainment and stuff. So yeah, I'm just in a season of locking in, the great lock-in, as some people say on TikTok. And also in this lock-in phase, I am also getting back to the basics when it comes to when I first started my weight loss. I've been fluctuating. I haven't gained any weight. I just haven't really like dropped a significant amount of weight this year that I want. And so I'm going back to what I know, what works for me. Fasting. I need to work on my protein intake. So I'm getting back to the basics. I'm not overthinking it. I'm just getting back to what I know. And what I know is fasting works for me. The fasting lifestyle works for me. And just upping my workouts and walking and moving my body daily is a go. Of course I have one day, usually on Sundays is my rest day. So yeah, I'm going back to the basics. I'm 5'2", y'all. I'm short. And as someone who's 5'2", I really need to be skinnier. I hate to say it. Like, I know some people is triggered by the word skinny, but I need to be skinnier and leaner because I'm short. I'm 5'2". So yeah, the size that I don't want to say the size I specifically want to be, like the actual weight that I'm aiming for. Just know that I'm working towards that, and that's the goal. And also, in addition to moving my body, being under spiritual maintenance with the Lord, okay, I'm also just I'm not figuring out anything, because I can't really try to figure it out, but like all I can do is trust God and go to Him for counsel on my career, my future with that. But I also just want to focus on really pouring into my YouTube channel, because honestly I'm not working a whole lot of hours as much as I like for work. A few hours was cut for one day at my second school due to funding, and that's normal due to the state of the recession and just the way where the world is at. So that's a little discouraging, and yeah, it's just discouraging. And so I'm like, wow, what do I need to do, and what do I need to pour into? And God, where I'm continuing talking to the Lord. And I'm like, man, I have this time. I have a little more time than I did the previous semester at the beginning of the year, and so it's making me think that I'm gonna have to pour into other avenues, other things that I feel like I'm pretty gifted at, that I like and that I love. And so what like to pour into those things, right? And just really stepping into radical faith and stepping out on being uncomfortable. Like, I don't know, me stepping out and doing YouTube and posting more videos and maybe doing some other things, where would that lead? I don't know, but I'm willing to just trust God and take that risk and just see what happens, because I am doing all that I can do on my part and just continue to apply for full-time positions and see what happens. So I'm not giving up on certain career goals that I have, and me trying to still get a full-time tenure track position as a community college counselor. It's difficult, it's hard, but I'm willing to put in the work and work towards that. Just work towards it, just keep on applying. That's all I can do. And so I'm locked in. I'm not gonna be going out a lot. I'm just kind of like really just in this phase of like, I really, really, really gotta be super intentional, and I gotta lock in. I've been too lazy. I've been too I just been too in my head, and when I'm too in my head, that leads to me overthinking, overanalyzing, me over-consuming on social media, me just not in a good headspace. And so this lock, I never really truly dedicated a few months of my life where I am solely locking in and being disciplined and being consistent and really pushing myself beyond heights, beyond comfortability. And so that's where I'm at. That's where I'm stepping into. I gotta lock in. I gotta get back. I don't say I gotta get back to the Desiree who was super disciplined, super consistent when I was in grad school. But I feel like this season of my life is gonna require and is requiring a different form of discipline. Consistency is almost, this season of my life, it's requiring me to be more disciplined. It's teaching me a whole nother level of patience, discipline, consistency than that I thought I already conquered, I already learned, I already developed. But no. So I say all this to say, 23 minutes in this video, I say all this to say that if you are in a season where you feel overwhelmed, confused, stuck like I do, and you just feel like I'm not where I want to be, I'm just like, man, like I haven't hit my goals this year, nothing has happened for me this year that I wanted to happen, like nothing is working out, right? Then I encourage you to sit down and reflect, okay, what do I need to do in my life right now to change? Like, what do I need to change in my life so things can start happening for me? Do I need to lose some weight? Do I need to work out daily, 4 times a week? Do I need to go to therapy? Do I need to get a life coach? Like, what do I need to do? Oh, this person, I don't know why. People be driving so, Lord. And another thing, me driving and filming a video, y'all gonna see how the commentary of me driving. But anyway, you just have to sit down with yourself and really identify, what do you need to do for you to see changes in your life? Like, what do you need to do? What do you need to evaluate? Who do you not need to, like, who do you need to remove from your life, right? what do you need to do to lock in? We only have a few more months of this year, and I feel like 2025 has been a year of I'm trying to figure out like what has this, like, I feel like this year has been mentally draining for me, and it's been mentally difficult for me. It has not been an easy year at all, and I never really have easy years. I never really had like a phenomenal year. No, I never really had that. Never. I have never had a phenomenal year. I have had like a great month or maybe a great week, but a phenomenal year, absolutely not. But some years are difficult, more than others. But this year it's just been a lot of me versus me and mental, spiritual warfare, and feeling like I'm attacked by the devil, by my mental state. So it's been hard. It hasn't been an easy thing, and so that's why I'm locking in. That's why I gotta get serious with some things in my life. I gotta get serious with change, and so that's why I'm locking in, because I'm tired of just me being in this state as I am right now, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And so for me to go to the next level, for me to really, I don't know, just get out of this season, out of this transition stage, I'm gonna have to put in work. And I know people don't like the saying hustle culture, grind culture, but I gotta grind. I gotta hustle because in the way the world is today, the only way you're gonna get to where you want to get to is you gotta work hard. You really gotta work. You gotta work on yourself. You gotta put in that work. If you want to lose weight, you gotta put in that work. If you want to go to school and get the degree, you gotta put in that work. Everything requires work. And so that's why I say this season that I'm in right now is it's my grind season. I gotta grind. I gotta work harder. I'm not working hard enough. I'm not. I'm too much in my head. I'm too concerned about everybody around me. And being an oldest daughter, it can be exhausting, if you're an eldest daughter, you can understand. If you're not an eldest daughter, maybe you don't understand. But like, it can be exhausting, because I feel very compelled to make sure everybody else is good, and I feel like I have this burden of just like, if my parents are good, and I do a lot at home, and I just feel like for me to be able to be in a healthier mental state, I also believe that I do need to move out. Like, because mentally, I'm not, like, living at home is just not it. I just feel like I need to, once I feel like I move out, have my own place, I also feel like that's going to help me also grow and have a lot more peace, and just not be affected by everyone around me, even when I get home, and emotions, and I just want to be in my own place and not worry about my parents or sister or anybody around me. I just be in my place, do what I want to do. I don't have to pick up after nobody, and so that's also one of my major goals, is to move out. And for me to be able to do that, it's going to require a whole lot of work. A whole lot of work, and a whole lot of hustling, and trying to grind and making things happen, and picking up extra hours, and maybe applying to a third school to work at. It's going to require a lot. And so, but I'm up for the challenge. I'm willing to do so. I'm willing to do what it takes to get to where I need to go. So yeah, y'all, that is I just wanted to talk about that. I just wanted to talk about how I am officially in my lock-in season, and I want to encourage you all to lock in, get to work, okay, do whatever you need to do to finish 2025 strong. I'm going to finish this year strong. My word for this year is unstoppable, and despite me going through a lot of hurdles this year, I still been able to show up every single day. I've been able to do my very best. Have I been able to accomplish everything? Have I been able to do this and that and the third? No, but I've been able to do my very best, and I've been able to be intentional. I've been able to push through, and no matter how I feel or what I think, I've been able to get things done. And to me, that's what unstoppable means. Doing the things you don't want to do, even though life is throwing a lot at you. So yeah, that's what's going on. And I hope you guys like this car chit chat video. It was long. It's 31 minutes, maybe 32 minutes now, but I hope you guys like it. And yeah, we'll see what happens, but I think I'm gonna start doing more of these videos. Also, I'm trying to get monetized here, and so 2025, I'm finishing this year strong. I'm gonna encourage y'all, we got this. Keep going, no matter what you're going through. Just keep pushing through. And yeah, lock in, girl, our guy, if you're watching this video. All right, take care.